Content warning. Ursa Red is a podcast with mature themes for a mature audience. Content warnings can be found in the description.
After Karg is brushed with death and Spittle's kill of the final bodyguard, the party knows they have to get Karg and Marcellus somewhere safe. Antonio takes Marcus's watch and puts it on Marcellus. The party enjoyed a relaxed time in the Genovese safe house till Marcellus woke up. Karg and Marcellus share drinks until glow, when Marcellus realizes he has to go and set things up in the family. Antonio vocalizes his idea for revenge, but Marcellus disagrees. Marcellus then kicks Antonio from the family due to his plan. The party goes shopping and find their way back to the street bar.
Welcome, hobbits, hobgoblins, and hypocritical hippogriffs. Ursa Red is a TTRPG based off of Dungeons & Dragons on an asteroid orbiting Alioth, the brightest star in Ursa Major. The Under, grown out of mining operations and evolved into a morally relative civilization, is made up of 6 portions: Safe Harbor, Refining Village, Neon Park, Gas Springs, Melodic, and Echo Depths. Our story continues in Safe Harbor, where we're going to come back to our group of adventurers, all gathered around the happiest place on earth, the street bar. I'm joined by Carter Prophet.
Hi, I'm Carter. I play Mr. Somebody. He is a variant human monk, and he finds the cleanliness and the standards and sanitation and just the nastiness of the Under to just be abhorrent, and still cannot get over the fact that everyone seems to think that mopping once a week is seen as some sort of gold standard for a upscale hotel.
Everyone knows this is normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
don't
don't
know.
think. I mean, Karg's definitely never
that
mopped
hotel
before,
has
so.
showers in it, and that's pretty nice, honestly.
Yeah, Mr. Somebody over here is bougie.
Not being
It's the
someone who
nicest
needs
hotel I've
showers,
been to.
Optimus doesn't really mind that.
You also don't have to worry about germs, so.
Yeah, what would be more preferable, being in a dirty Under or being on an operating table?
Ooh, that's actually a good question. How clean was the operating room he woke up in?
I mean, according to Mr. Somebody, if it's up to par with the Under, disgusting.
Yeah, it's about the same as
Fun fact,
the,
your arm's infected.
super nice place.
You've got gangrene.
I'm gonna look at it one day and there's just gonna be like chunks of flesh falling off around the fucking metal parts.
Oh.
I'm joined by Chase Dixon.
Hey everybody, I am Chase Dixon. I play Antonio Moretti, and a fun fact about Antonio is his nickname is the Shadow, but not for anything cool, like he's a badass, like hides in the shadows and steals and kills people. Nah, it's because when the family pulled him off the street, he was so fucking filthy. He was basically just in a dirt-ridden blackface. And he was like soot and ash and dirt and just disgustingness. And Marcellus said he looked like a shadow, and it stuck.
Well, it sucks that Mr. Somebody wasn't there, and he could have cleaned you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So now that
it's
that's
just
your
another prime
nickname,
example of
do
underness
you
cleanliness.
stay dirty on purpose to keep up with the persona?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You put on like eyeshadow every day.
But
It's just dirt.
But it's not. I take some of the crud that's underneath my nails and I lick it real quick to wet it, and do whatever I gotta do, smear it around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fun fact: he's not a drow. He's just dirty.
Oh man!
Oh, God.
Everyone's fun fact this week is they're just dirty.
For special occasions, you just like scoop up like just some rubble off the ground and just cover your face in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give myself a wet willy and give myself a cologne.
Yeah.
I'm joined by Dean Balter.
Hi, I'm Dean Balter, and I play the drunken high elf Karg. He's a Twilight cleric, but the little fun fact about this Twilight cleric is he does not have a god that he really is a cleric for. He pretty much just worships alcohol. That is how he gets his power.
It's like Jackie Chan and the Drunken Master.
Yeah, exactly. The alcohol, it fuels him. That's how he's so good.
He actually worships alcohol enough that alcohol has ascended into the pantheon.
And it's not just like an alcohol god. It's like just alcohol. Like it's
I
just
imagine there's like Zeus up there. He's sitting with Hades and Poseidon, and then there's just a bottle of Patron sitting on a chair.
exactly. Exactly.
Hades keeps trying to drink the bottle of Patron, but Zeus is like, "No, we can't. He's been worshipped. He has to be here until the believer no longer believes in this bottle of Patron. He has to stay up here."
I know. I was thinking it was a pantheon of all the alcohol gods.
That's never happened.
And Ares tries to take a swig, but fun fact, Karg's devotion to Patron is stronger than anyone's devotion to Ares, so he's actually a more powerful god.
I am joined by Dominic Waymeyer.
Hello, I am Dominic Waymeyer, and I play Johnny Phelps. Fun fact about me, still on the topic of alcohol, my favorite drink is gin on the rocks. Because when I was pulled into the family, that's the first drink Don served me. Reminds me of the times going up, entering the big leagues, as it were.
Just-
Because we're in the under and everything's dirty, there were just actual rocks, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Better thermal conductivity, as it were.
We just went to like a deep freeze and pulled out a thing of gravel.
Takes a sip on his drink. Chunky.
Adds the texture.
Really taste the minerals in it.
It's got those dark, earthy notes to it.
That was good. That was good.
Now they lined the edge of the rim with it with the limestone, like it's margarita.
I'm joined by Tim Lincoln.
Hi, my name's Tim Lincoln, and I play Optimus Crime, the Warforged artificer tech guru of the group. And my fun fact this week is my nickname is also the Shadow. No, I'm just,
and he's also dirty.
and
It's
also
copyrighted.
no, so the last 2 weeks I gave you guys fun fact names about my first name and my last name, but little known fact, Optimus Crime also has a middle name. It's Jim.
Is it an acronym?
No, not an acronym. Jim.
Just Jim. All right.
Optimus Jim Crime.
Is it
He
Jim
said that.
or is it James?
No, it's just Jim.
Well, to be fair, never mind. We're not gonna
My fun
keep
fact
going
is
down this rabbit
I
hole.
sent out a message to everyone like 2 hours ago saying, "Hey, don't forget to make your fun fact," and then I forgot to make my fun fact.
I did
Yeah.
too.
I didn't forget. I
Oh,
just
couldn't tell.
struggled. What about your fun fact?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're
Mhm.
joined by you.
You're not getting away that easy.
And we're joined by RGM.
Get over here.
I'm Alexander Crutchfield. I will be your GM for this campaign. And my fun fact is Ursa Red is actually a campaign setting that I started to work on in 2015. And it was my first time DMing any Dungeons and Dragons campaign. And we made it 3 sessions in before we were like, why are we doing this? We're already in 2 other campaigns, like all of us together. And then we just scrapped it. And when Dean was like, "Hey, will you DM for a thing for tactical crits?" I immediately was like, "There's one world that I started to make that I never got to explore, and now we're exploring it." So
Yeah, we were playing our last campaign over the course of 6 months before Tactical Crits was even a gleam in Dean's eye. Crutch would make passing comments about this, like it was that the world that shall not be named. So he's had this brainchild for a while.
Well, I'm glad we got to make it work. We can play it now.
Yeah, I'm a
Just,
fan.
that's just under a decade late.
Chug, 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 chug. Ooh.
I've already eaten 3 bowls of goop, and you want me to eat more?
Get it down.
You need to eat all of them.
You have to try every single flavor to tell us which one is the best.
Look, I've had red, I've had purple, and I've had green.
That's it? Do you know how you gotta taste the rainbow?
They're all the same.
No, they are not.
No, what you gotta do? No. So you take all the flavors and then you put them together, and then you got a rainbow.
It's all the same shit.
Don't you ever
Rainbow is the worst flavor.
shut your fucking mouth.
Never.
Rainbow is the best flavor because you add all the complexities and the subtle notes and tones of all the other flavors together into one culinary masterpiece, according to Karg when he's drunk.
See?
You cannot even taste it.
No, but he knows what's right.
I definitely can taste this. And I'm going to stick my finger in the goop and bring it up to my face, wipe it on there, and say, "Yum, yum."
And Karg's just gonna be like, you got a little something over here. Let me get it for you. There you go.
Look, I'll try the rainbow one, but that's it. I'm done. I'm not trying any more goop. It's all the same.
How many have you had? Like right now? You have like one?
He has had 3 bowls.
This
Barely even diving into the immense amount of flavors they have.
There's a cornucopia of this stuff, and you're gonna stop at 3?
You haven't even tried dessert goop yet.
What is dessert goop?
This is only breakfast goop.
Dessert goop is the best by far.
Let's just skip to dessert goop then. Oh, it's great. Rainbow goop is dessert goop. Cool. What defines lunch goop then?
That's the goop that you eat at lunch.
Duh.
What colors?
You also need to try Lina Goop. Lina Goop is delicious.
Positively divine, especially when you get purple flavor.
The purple tastes the same as the red.
The purple tastes so much better than red.
yes, burst out the street bar.
Yes.
Duh.
You're gonna hear Sheriff Bill kind of look over and go, "Ah, yeah." And then Shocky's gonna lean forward and be like, "Sheriff Bill said he always eats dessert goop before lunch goop."
Life's short. Eat dessert first.
Sheriff Bill is a heathen.
Yeah, Sheriff Bill's a fucking troglodyte. We're not taking that guy's advice.
Yeah, I agree.
People are insane.
Give the man some credit. He's been around the block a few times, and not just because he's too drunk to find the bar.
Well, he was obviously going around block wrong direction.
Let's see. Shocky says, he said it was in the street. The street bar was in the street.
Well, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
That is where it is, hence name.
That's why I find it.
Is that seriously y'all's sheriff? That's the cop?
More or less. His honorific title.
Oh, great.
Shocky's gonna kind of be like, "So, what colors of goop are there again?"
How many colors can you see? That many.
Well, what's interesting is I feel like I've seen every color of goop on the rainbow except for yellow goop.
We do not talk about yellow goop. They tried it. It did not go well.
I can be on it.
Yellow goop seems to only be in rainbow goop. Why is that?
It's this is my special.
is
Yeah,
not
you can
good
also
on
find
home.
it at the bottom of a bottle that that Karg over here has been nursing it for an evening.
All right. If rainbow goop is so good, get me a bowl of rainbow goop.
One rainbow goop bowl coming right up. I'm going to start mixing it, all the different bowls into one. And then I'm going to pop out of my finger a little blender piece and just stick it in there and start frothing it up.
I love the idea that Optimus, as the best buddy of the most degenerate alcoholic in the under, is a perfect computerized mixologist. Like, it's just a match made in heaven.
That's right. I got my whole bartender's kit right here in my body.
I feel like rainbow goop would be like vomit colored.
It usually is.
If it's just all like the colors mixed up, that's
You would think it would turn into like a weird green pea soup color, but all the colors
Yeah.
stay separated into like a nice swirl.
Like oil and water.
Optimus slides over the bowl of rainbow goop to you.
Drink, motherfucker.
Taste how bad it is.
Chug, 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 chug.
takes and slowly brings it to his lips, and then just starts throwing it back.
Woohoo!
You did it.
It's
So what's the verdict?
You see why rainbow is worst flavor?
His best flavor.
Do not condescend to me.
The look on his face speaks in itself.
you won't believe it. It's the exact same as everything else.
Yeah, but it looks cool.
Why are we having this one judge goop flavor again?
It looks like someone just mopped up any goop that spelt on the floor and threw it in a bucket.
I mean, sometimes
He refuses to acknowledge flavor complexities.
But it's pretty.
There's
It's
no
pretty.
flavor.
It's
It's
not
like-
about the content. Perception is reality. It's about how it looks. It's
like
gorgeous.
It's like wet sand.
yeah, that's the best part. Where else are you gonna find wet sand here?
It's not like we have beaches around here.
Why would you want to eat wet sand?
Only
like to
purple
think-
colored.
I like to think that the reason it's called rainbow goop is it's literally just a fucking oil spill.
There's like a thin film on top. It's just like
Yeah, it's more like an iridescent, like shine.
There absolutely is too, because there's probably like oil that was inside of the bowl too. That's just like making it shine.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It actually has
Or-
like oil. in it.
Or oil is a derivative ingredient of goop, and
That's
it
where the
just
yellow-
comes out.
Yeah.
That's where the yellow comes
Ah.
from.
Yeah, goop's all
Yes.
petroleum-based food, and that's why Optimus
Yeah.
loved it.
it's not even like
Oh, man,
oil
this
or
is
vegetable oil. It's actually just like shale.
Yeah.
To complete your guys' long rest, you guys are gonna have to go to sleep one more time. Do you guys have a plan for that?
So,
Not yet.
so Karg is a high elf who can trance,
Right, you're good.
and
Sick.
he's gonna pretty much just like sit at the bar the whole time and kind of trance, praying to alcohol.
Okay.
Good alcohol.
Do we want to do it where everyone just got so drunk they just passed out at the bar?
Yeah, we can do that.
No, I'm not alone.
Because we
are
still had
we
5
doing that?
bottles of alcohol
Duh.
from last time.
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I got some traumas I gotta work through. So I'm gonna do that in a healthy manner of getting belligerently drunk and passing out upside down on the bar.
And then
That's how
Actually-
you do it.
Optimus will go behind the bar. He likes to pretend he's the bartender, and he'll plug in. He's got a charger back there as well.
At this time, while I'm going through other people's stuff, go ahead and start making the tiny adjustments you need to bring your character to level 2. But Waymire, before you do that,
Yes.
you find yourself in a cavern. This is very clearly a dream. Because the cavern just seems to keep going. You hear a child's voice coming from directly in front of you as it kind of echoes off the walls. It sounds like this child is talking to someone, but no one responds.
I'm going to slowly walk in that direction, keeping a lookout for anything.
Okay. As you continue down the cavern, you're going to hear a familiar female's voice respond to the child, offering words of comfort. You hear them say something about they have to go hunt soon. Maybe we can escape then.
Hunt.
Do you keep walking towards the voices?
I will, but at a slower pace. Trying to keep quiet.
As you creep down, you see that there's a bend in the cave, and a gentle glow comes from around the corner. Down on the ground in front of you, you see a miner's suit, like the heavy armor and stuff like that belongs to the mining companies that have dug deep underneath the under, searching for any remnants of natural resources they can mine up. This one has a giant hole in it that has been burnt through with some kind of acid. So whatever did this is incredibly powerful, and through that hole you can see that there is still a body inside of this suit.
Jesus.
As you turn around the corner, you're going to first see a small section of the cave where there seems to be two individuals, and as you kind of glance over it, you can't really tell who they are in there, but you know that that is where the voices are coming from. And you pause to look a little bit closer, and you see a child's face turn and look at you, and you recognize this to be the grandson of the the Genovese family, who you've been looking for a while. And then almost immediately after, you see that the woman who is holding this child and is offering words of comfort bears a resemblance to your wife that you haven't seen in a while. And as you kind of lean forward to take a closer look, a monster jumps out from around the corner and you wake up.
Jesus Christ.
That's going to bring us to Chase. Antonio, I'd like you to describe what dream you're having for us.
It's one of those dreams, right, where you're around people, you can see people are doing something, but they can't see you. Like you're basically a ghost or a fly on the wall. And I'm in the conference room of the hotel, and I'm watching what I presume happened behind those doors. And every time I see the doctor that's we're looking for, I see his attire and his body, but when it gets to his face, it's constantly changing. It's never locked on one face. So I don't know what he looks like, and I can't hear anything, but you can tell by the body language that it's becoming a heated argument. And out of nowhere, Marcellus uh, grabs for the doctor, and the doctor's security guards just knock him out and put him on the ground, take out a gun and shoot him in the head. And then the doctor pulls out some sort of contraption and just blows a fucking hole through Marcus's body. They clean themselves up very, very nonchalant about this whole endeavor, and prim up their tie and just walk out. As I got to see a bird's eye view of the men that I love being killed.
After this sequence finishes, you will also wake up. You wake up and you see that Phelps is also awake. You're also going to see that Karg is gone. Mr. Somebody, in your dream, you're going to feel arms holding you and dragging you away as you desperately try to work your way back towards a house where you see a teenage boy and what appears to be his younger sister as they both are standing in the doorway crying, and you recognize that you are not in the under. And you feel yourself saying words that you're not intending to say. You hear it just kind of like, sorry, I did it for you. Did it for you. Coming out of your mouth as you're begging for forgiveness from these two kids standing in a doorway. You continue to be dragged away, and you're thrown in the back of some kind of vehicle as a door closes and everything goes black. Once this memory ends, you're going to wake up. You're also going to see that about 6 hours has passed, or 8 hours, whatever you needed to complete your long rest. Mr. Phelps, Antonio are both awake, and Karg is missing. Before we get to Crime and Karg, would you guys like this opportunity to interact?
Is Crime still plugged in behind the bar?
Yeah.
No, I think I'm good.
I will second that.
Yeah.
Crime.
Yes.
What is Crime dreaming about right now?
So Crime's dream is he takes his time when he's shut down to do systems checks, make sure that all of his data isn't being corrupted. He's gone through a lot of damage in the last couple of days. So he's checking all his systems files, making sure everything's in order. But also, there is a part of him that likes to have abstract kind of thoughts and dreams. And so, what he's dreaming about right now is more of like a memory, kind of. He's thinking about a time when him and his sister were sitting at the top of a overlook in the under, and it was right before dawn in the under, when all the neon lights begin to glow. They go from dim to bright, and he's remembering sitting there with his sister watching all of that, and thinking that he misses his sister and wants to see her soon.
Very nice. So, Crime, after your memory is complete, you're going to wake up and notice that everyone is waking up right now, except for Karg, who is not here.
Where's Karg? Did anyone see him leave?
I figured he told you.
I did not see him. I just woke up.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Phelps.
I was not disturbed at any time during my rest cycle.
Must be nice.
Maybe he wandered back to the apartment. Should we check there?
Would probably be safe bet.
Do you have like a security cam feature, for when you're sleeping, you're still looking?
Oh wait, that's a good point. I'm a drow, so I meditate and I'm aware of my surroundings while I'm resting.
Yes, but you're a drow, and you said that you were drinking to get rid of all your problems.
Let this be a lesson, kids. Pay attention to the words you choose. They have meaning.
Consequences and actions.
Consequences.
Crime, do you have a camera that you can play back?
Absolutely, yeah. Crime's face is a camera.
So when you go back and you hit play and run through the footage, very early on, you see Karg stand up with a bottle of alcohol held out in front of him, and he's like moves his arm, and he's like, "Oh, okay," and he just starts to follow the alcohol. Karg, after you fall asleep, you find yourself at the street bar, but you're by yourself, and there's no one else there. But directly in front of you is a brand new, high quality bottle of tequila.
Oh, that's some high quality alcohol. Gotta get a little taste of that. And then he's gonna start walking towards it.
Cog.
Yeah.
Cog. I'm right here. I'm on the counter, Cog.
Yeah. Whoa. What?
Cog. And you see a face on the bottle of tequila. He's gonna be like, Cog, we've got an adventure to go on.
Oh, where are we going, buddy?
I'll tell you on the way.
Okay.
And you're gonna pick up the bottle. And the bottle's gonna be like, we're going to the right, and you're just gonna oh, this way, okay, and you're just gonna start walking off.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So the bottle's going to kind of give you directions throughout the town. You feel really impressed with yourself because you are very accurately recreating this city in your dream. There's no other people, which seems strange to you. Kind of a random point, the bottle's going to tell you to go into a house, and you realize that you are back at the building of the safe house.
Wait a minute. We already left here. Why are we coming back?
There's something you gotta see, Karg. And you're gonna start to go upstairs, and as you're about to go into the safe house, the bottle's gonna be like, now, higher,
Like, oh,
on the roof.
oh shit. Okay. And Karg's gonna start walking up onto the roof.
Once you get onto the roof, you're gonna kind of look around. You're going to look out, and from the roof, you see the Vein, which is that club where the less organized crime go. And then behind it, you see a shipping yard, and in the middle of the shipping yard are two silver trains that are currently being loaded by robots with a series of boxes and things like that. And then one of the trains opens up as robots start to carry boxes into it, and out of the train you see 12 dudes wearing black on black suits. They all have glasses on, and they're wearing essentially the oh gosh, I don't know how to describe this hat. It's like old school golfers used to wear it.
Like a flat cap.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a flat cap. Like little black flat caps, and you can tell that they're all carrying some pretty decent weaponry and stuff. Cog, get down.
Okay.
You're going to lay down on your back, and as you lay down on your back, you're going to get a bit of moisture on you, and you're going to feel yourself wake up and realize that was kind of a dream, but somehow you actually ended up on top of this building.
Oh shit. Oh god. Oh. Karg's gonna grab. I'm assuming he still has the bottle of alcohol in his hand, right?
Absolutely, but it is now just a bottle of alcohol.
Karg is gonna look at it, bombs up, and he's gonna take a couple jugs, and then he's gonna look around him, and he's gonna look back at the same area where you saw the trains. Does he see anything there?
Yes. So There are robots loading boxes on and off the trains. This is kind of like one of the few vantage points in the city where you can actually see this occurring. You're not going to see any of the schemy gentlemen that got off. However, you are going to see that it looks like more stuff has been loaded onto the train. So you don't exactly know how long you were laying on the ground, but it's safe to assume that what you saw actually happened. You were just being led by essentially your god.
Oh. Karg is going to make a long distance call to his good old buddy Crime.
Okay.
Ring.
1 credit, 10 words.
Okay, I gotta count now.
Okay, I got.
Shit. Hey, buddy, come warehouse. Me drunk last night. Shit, safe house. And yeah, he's gonna send that over.
Okay.
Does he not have more than 1 credit?
No, he's just really cheap because he wants to save the rest of his alcohol or the rest of his money for alcohol.
Crime, you're going to receive a little, very choppy voice message.
Accessing memory files. It appears that Karg left as soon as we all fell asleep. He was wandering off with a bottle of alcohol in his hand. We got mail. I just received a message from Karg. It says, "Hey, buddy, come to warehouse. Shit, drunk, safe house."
Yeah.
Warehouse shit safe house?
The drunk part sounds about
Do you
right.
think he means that he got drunk and went back to the safe house we just came from?
If that is what he did, we should make haste.
Antonio, didn't Marcellus said they were going to restock that warehouse soon? We needed to be gone.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
He could be in danger.
We have to move.
We should make haste. Optimus is going to unplug himself, and he's going to stand up, start making his way, walking with a purpose in the direction of the warehouse.
Like to imagine anyone who tries to keep up with Crime is gonna have to do like a kind of half run, because Crime is what, 6'6",
Yeah.
and is walking with a purpose. So he's like just taking giant steps as he hoofs it down the road. Karg, you aren't like trapped on the roof or anything. You have the ability to leave at any time if you want to.
Okay. While Karg is on top of the roof, does he see anything around the building, like just around the building or anything?
I'm gonna say there's not really anything interesting happening around the building. Right now it is early glow. So still kind of early in the day, and this part, like around the vein and stuff like that, tends to be a little bit more of a late glow, and then basically all through dim kind of area. A little bit more nightlife.
All right. Karg's gonna go downstairs.
Okay. Are you going down to like street level?
Sorry. Karg's gonna walk. Yeah, he's gonna walk all the way down. I think he'll probably go rummage through the cabinets again one more time to see if he finds any more booze, and then he can bring more alcohol when he leaves.
So you head down to the road, and then you're just gonna wait for everyone else to show up.
Well, I think he's gonna start walking back to the street bar, so we'll probably meet up with him. But he's gonna start walking back. And did he find any alcohol in the cabinets before he left?
No.
Well, he's gonna walk back with one bottle, the one that he brought.
As you're walking down Main Street, there's going to be this beautiful moment where you look off in the horizon and you see a 6'6" robot power walking towards you, and you start hearing something like a non-copyrighted version of "Had the Time of My Life" playing as you take off into a full sprint towards your robot friend.
As he does that, he casts thaumaturgy and makes that song play super loud, 3 times loud as normal, and he's singing it, just running towards him.
No one puts Karg in the corner.
Sick. You guys are going to approach each other. Antonio, Mr. Somebody, Mr. Phelps.
Duh.
What are you up to?
Just trying to get the band back together before we decide our next step.
I'm trying to keep up with Karg, or crime, rather, while going through letters still that I have.
I imagine we're like 2 blocks behind him, trying to catch up.
What was this about the letter?
I'm just going through it over and over, trying to see if there's anything I missed. It was short letter, but
I think when Karg ends up meeting up with crime, he's gonna be like, "Buddy, you wouldn't believe the dream I had last night.
Did you get drunk again and think that alcohol was talking to you?
It does. I mean, we both know that the bottle has a mind of its own, and it brought me here." And he points back to the safe house, and it's a sign. It means we need to get alcohol from the trains.
It's a sign that we need to get out of here quickly before any of the Genovese family comes back.
Okay.
Yeah, let's move.
All right. Karg starts walking towards the trains.
Not that way. Where are you going?
The train.
Karg.
But the bottle said.
What did the bottle say about the trains?
Well, he showed me the scary bed and some robots, and they were on the train. And he said we needed to go. And then he takes another big gulp of his bottle, his tequila bottle that he had on him.
There were scary men and robots at the train.
Yeah, maybe they're packing up stuff. Maybe they got alcohol.
And you wanna go to the train?
Well, if they got alcohol,
These trains are normally just for like shipping materials, like mining materials up to the surface, resources and stuff.
Yeah, and it does occasionally allow things to be brought down. Unfortunately, there's a limited amount of space of the things that come down, just because that's just kind of how that works, and most of it ends up being taken up by the families. But yeah, these trains are mainly used for exporting things, less so importing things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
and we wouldn't necessarily know all the stuff that they're shipping up there, right? Like we just know that they are shipping up,
Yeah.
resources, but
Yeah, this is kind of like you probably shouldn't, or you're discouraged from going around this area, and sometimes you're discouraged with gunfire.
Antonio, does the family normally spend a lot of time loading and unloading things from the trains?
Nah, that's not our bag. We bring the stuff there, but we almost never even saw the trains. That all got handled by somebody else.
They operate getting things to the docks, but the docks get loaded onto the train by robots that have nothing to do with the actual family itself.
yeah, Karg, they look a lot. Wait, Karg, crime. You look a lot like you over there.
Looked like me.
Yeah, shiny people.
Maybe it's those risers that Marcellus warned us about. Maybe we should go take a look and see what's going on. This could be your chance to get some revenge.
I'm all for it.
I might have another lead on the risers, as it were. Antonio, here, take a look at this letter, Antonio.
What you got?
What does the letter say?
I hand you a letter and it says it's from the fucking Donovan to the Daniele family. It essentially says that he doesn't like it when the guys come down He thinks they have something to do with his grandson disappearing. He wants to stop him from coming.
Yeah, that kid's been gone for fucking ages. Jesus. Even I was looking for him at the start. You said you might know where the kid is?
I'm not sure if I know where he is, but Daniele family is the only lead I have right now.
Well, if word hasn't spread about me getting kicked out of the family yet to them, then we might be able to get an audience with them.
Hopefully we can.
Let's proceed with caution.
Okay, let's do it.
So what's the game plan?
Follow me.
Seek him out.
Yeah, I would say we'd probably go stealthily, kind of around in the shadows, and then try to get closer.
To the train or to the family?
Yes.
Well, we're here at the train, so we might as well knock this out while we're here.
Yeah, might as well.
So you guys are going to the train station, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
Hooah.
We're trying to get in and find out what's going on over there, but not be found out. Be real sneaky like.
So everyone kind of knows where the entrance to the train station is, especially the members of the Genovese family. It's in like the northwestern corner of that park, kind of at the edge of Safe Harbor. Are you guys going to take a direct approach or try and be a little bit more shadowy?
Would I know
Dark.
of any side entrances, any entrance that's not used by normal people?
No, you would not. So the families are are allowed to use the gate essentially to bring stuff in. Ultimately, this place is ran by the loaders, the robots. So you guys like bring stuff in and drop it off and then leave. Anytime that you guys kind of like linger around on the inside, the loaders start to get suspicious.
I say we take a more deliberate kind of sneaky approach.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
Yep, Karg agrees. Yep.
Crime is going to cast Disguise Self. And so Disguise Self, you make yourself, including your clothes, armor, weapons, etc., look different. And you can seem 1 foot shorter or 1 foot taller, appear thin, fat, or between. The changes wrought by this spell fail to hold up to physical inspection. For example, if you use this spell to add a hat to your outfit, objects pass through the hat, and anyone who touches it would feel nothing. So the way that Crime is going to do this is he knows that you can get in anywhere as long as you just put on an orange vest and hold a clipboard. So he's putting on an orange vest, he's getting a clipboard out, and he's putting on a hard hat. And if anyone asks him what he's doing there, he's there to check on the other robots.
Okay. Alright, what's everyone else doing?
I think Karg is gonna try to follow like 40 feet behind, just to keep a safe eye out. But he's gonna keep his distance, so if he has to, he can try to like hide somewhere.
I'm gonna do the same, but I'm going to very Assassin's Creed bounce from group of people to group of people, like shadow to shadow, as much as possible.
Mr. Somebody, Mr. Phelps, what are we doing?
I'm gonna see if I can just stick alongside Crime here and I don't know, just pretend I'm part of like his entourage or something, like a human handler for a robot.
I do same thing. I pull out book of notes and pretend to be going through while inspecting containers.
So you're not actually in it yet. You're
Once
in
once I
the...
get there,
Oh, okay.
I'm inspecting them from afar.
Is this an actual book or is this a virtual one?
An actual book.
An actual book? Okay.
It doesn't have anything in it. It's just for appearances.
So who's going straight for the gate? I believe we have Crime, Mr. Phelps, and Mr. Somebody approaching the gate. So as you guys approach the gate, there's like a main gate that looks like some kind of vehicle could go through it. Vehicles aren't super common here. Mostly it's like trams and public transportation. But there is also like a gate for like a person. I don't know if you guys have seen like the old Willy Wonka movie with that gate. That's kind of
Hmm.
what you're looking at, right? There's two guards sitting up front on like some boxes turned on their side, and they're playing spades. Clearly, guarding this gate is normally an easy job.
Is there anyone other than these two guards that we can see?
Just the people in the street.
Okay. While Karg is still like further back behind, like obviously just on the street area, he's gonna cast thaumaturgy, and he's gonna do it to like the far left side of these guards, and it's just gonna be a big banging noise.
A banging noise. Can
Yeah.
you,
So
you add a little bit like so? There's like the gate, and then there's like a wall that just kind of extends off of it from either side until it runs into some buildings. Uh, are you going to make it come from like along the wall or
yeah, so it's gonna be along the wall on like the left side of the guards, and it's just gonna be a big bang.
bang? They're going to jump up and kind of look. They're going to be distracted for about 35 seconds.
Mm, Optimus, is a chance to go in.
Immediately at like after they hear the bang, they're now distracted because the dude who was sitting further away from the bang, it starts like messing with the cards, and so now they're like arguing with each other. It's not really like spades, it's some kind of two-player game. It's just that was just a word because it just hit me that spades is a four-player game.
There's two invisible guards that we just didn't
Yeah.
see.
But yeah, they're now arguing about this, making it super easier for people to get through.
I'm gonna use this opportunity to attempt a sneak pass.
And before he does that, Karg is gonna cast guidance.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
You got this, buddy.
So who else pushing through? If you're pushing through, go ahead and roll stealth check with advantage. Basically, super easy DC. We're just making sure none of you do something stupid and draw attention to yourself.
Karg is, I think he's just gonna be drunken and try to slip past. He's just gonna like knock onto the guards. "Hey, you guys stupid. You're supposed to roll this way, stupid."
Everyone else has successfully made it in. Karg, are you gonna attempt to go in still, or are you gonna stay here?
I think at this point I'm gonna try to distract the guards in case they need to make a quick escape.
Okay.
And then I think Karga's gonna walk over and be like, "Look, I'll show you how to play." And then he's gonna sit down and try to play the game with them.
What? Everyone else, you're inside of this yard, and there's a bunch of boxes and things where most of them are smaller than like 4 feet by 4 feet, but they are stacked on top of each other. They're all made out of metal. I think that's an important thing to make sure that for everyone's mind eye. They have little slots where you could, in theory, put like a forklift. Those of you who have been here before know that the loaders have arms that flatten out so that they can just put them in and pick up these packages. As you guys are kind of walking around the yard, you're not really seeing too many loaders, but the people who have been here before will know that once you get closer to the train itself, that's when they're gonna start to appear. And once they spot you, until you leave, they will just keep watching you. What do you guys want to do?
Is there a sneaky spot I can slip into?
As far as in between boxes,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I'm gonna do a little sneaky sneak.
okay. Everyone else?
I would like to go to one of boxes and examine what is inside of it.
Okay. Inside of the first box you're going to see, you're going to find that there's bunch of broken pieces from the mine that need to probably be serviced, and they need someone with a little bit more expertise in this than what you guys have available in the under.
Are there any boxes that stand out, like in terms of like markings or labelings on them?
Well, right now, you guys are in kind of like a general area, but there are a few boxes that have like family crests on them. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
So the Soto family is the ones that have the main mine, and so most of these items are from the Soto family.
And while I'm in between these boxes, can I hear anything? Like, is there anything moving around inside any of them?
So you're actively searching for noises and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you can hear the robots and stuff moving, and you're not super far into the yard yet, so you can still hear Karg off in the distance talking about rules.
Yeah, so everyone knows if you throw the dragon's breath, then you gotta get up and do the okey pokey.
I'm just gonna mutter to myself, "That's right, Cog. Turn yourself around."
How close do I have to get to one of these robots to get a good look at their arm?
It depends. It depends on just what they're doing and things like that. So if they're currently moving a box, you'd have to be pretty close because most of their arm is in like underneath the box.
Hmm.
But in general, if you get close enough to see the arm, you're probably close enough that they're gonna spot you.
Crime's gonna go. Him and Mr. Somebody can go up there. So I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna walk up with my high vis vest on and my clipboard, and I'm gonna go to one of the robots and say, "Hey, what are you doing with that crate? You know that the protocols say you need to be lifting with 2 people if it's over 100 kilograms. That is a 2-person lift box. I'm going to have to mark you down as a safety violation. Let me take a look at your unit number." I'm going to try and attempt to look at these robots.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll deception.
What if he's actually checking though?
The robot, the loader, is going to set down the box, and the forks are going to retract and to reveal like hands, and you're gonna start seeing energy pulsing through the arm as uh, it is going to very aggressively request that you leave.
Now it's your turn to do a robot voice.
You are trespassing. Please leave the yard at this time.
Are there any rocks or something on the ground near me?
Like pebbles and things like that?
Yeah, something substantial enough to heave a decent ways.
No, not really, unless you pull up like the yard is kind of like cobblestoney. So you could like try and like get one of those out of there. If you use a tool, it would be easier, but you risk damaging that tool.
Yeah, I have thieves' tools.
I'm going to look at the loader, and so he says I'm trespassing. I'm going to say, "Oh, and being hostile, talking back to superiors. That's another write up right there. Where's your manager? You need to be sent to the reprogramming facility."
I'm just imagining like this one robot just telling him to this loader, and this loader's like, "No, like you, who the fuck are you?"
He's like short circuiting a little bit out of sheer annoyance. Like,
You need to double check your system processes, bud.
The manager robot is mounted in rack unit A4 in the control center. I have direct connection to him. You are trespassing. Warning 2, warning 3 will be with force.
All right. Well, I'll let it go this time with just a warning.
Antonio, can you roll for me?
17.
You hear voices off in the distance, and it sounds like they're moving towards the gate. Tim, what were you doing?
I was saying, I'll let it go with a warning this time, pal. But next time, this whole facility is going to get a write up. And I'm going to walk away.
Okay. Mr. Somebody Phelps, what are you doing?
Are there any like buildings that stand out? Or do they all kind of look the same?
So there's not actually any buildings in the yard. It's just
Mm,
so there's the empty space where the trains should be, or when they come in, but for the most part, like there's no actual structures in this yard. It's just a bunch of boxes stacked on top of boxes.
mm, okay.
Do I have line of sight from where I think the voices are coming from?
You do not.
Can I move to while remaining stealthy? Get eyes.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, you can do that. I'll let you do that. You're going to see the group of guys that Karg saw earlier when I described them, the sinister looking dudes in suits. And you're going to hear them talking. You're going to hear them complaining about how the doctor called them down here for his protection, but then he got on the train and went back up. So right now, these dudes are kind of like wondering what the hell they're supposed to do. And then one of them says that they're going to go add more people to the watch for the operating rooms.
How many guys do I see?
12.
Okay.
That number went up.
I don't remember what I said last game, but I'm going to say, but Waymeyer sent me a 12 earlier, and I don't remember what it's for, so we're going with 12.
That was a roll.
That was a roll.
I'm just gonna start trying to make my way to like the exit, see if I see anyone else that came in.
So as you're heading towards the exit, you're going to see the guards, or the dudes in suits, and they're walking out of like towards the like they're about to walk out of the gate. Karg, you're outside playing these board games, and you're gonna see these dudes walking out. None of them look familiar, which is good, and they don't seem to be minding whoever's guarding this gate. But the two guys with you are like, "Hey, let me get this right. If the dragon breathes fire, I turn my hat around.
Yeah, you can turn
But
your hat around. Yep.
if he slaps me before I turn my hat around, then I get to play another card."
Yeah, you're getting now.
Okay, I think I got it now.
As these guys in black suits come in, though, Karg is gonna just kind of like side glance at them and try to get a good look at them.
Okay. So out of the 12 guys, you're gonna get a pretty good look at 8 of them, so 2/3. And when you look at them, they look pretty much the same, except you see that a few of these dudes have like the respirator mask that Crime is currently carrying around. They have it laying on their chest, and on their back is the pump from that you guys took off of. Um, they don't seem to need it right now, whatever it is, but it they're all wearing it as individual equipment, not like they're gonna use it on someone else.
Karg is gonna look at them and be like, "Hey, you guys wanna play? I'm beating these guys. I'm making so much credits.
What game are you playing?
You want the cards and the dice and slapping. It's called the Hoka Dance Polka."
Uh, maybe later, not right now. And then they're gonna take a right, um, naturally, because kind of the two directions you can go are to the left and immediately take a right to head north, or you can just take a right and go west. And they're all generally gonna go west, east. East.
All right.
East. My bad. They're all gonna go right, which is east.
I think Karg's gonna get up and be like, "Thanks for the money." He's gonna take some credits off the table, and he's gonna start following these guys in black suits.
I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna leave my little hidey hole, but I'm not gonna like just immediately start sprinting because that draws more attention. I'm just gonna start moving with a purpose back toward the exit.
Okay, so everyone's heading towards the exit.
I'm coming back from my encounter to the group, and I'm gonna tell the group, well, he didn't believe that I was a manager or a safety inspector, but I did find out where the manager robot is. He said it was in rack A7.
How could he not believe you? You have high vis vest.
I'm gonna unload what I heard them talking about on the way out.
Hey, little, just kind of random passing detail. You guys are going to see a crate that is busted open, and laying on the ground is a broken set of the miner's armor that like the miners wear when they go into the cave. It looks like one of the loaders accidentally punched a hole through this box.
Well, looks like they won't be needing this. I'm gonna take that and
Okay.
bring it with us.
Ursa Red is Dean Balter as Karg, Alexander Crutchfield as RGM, Chase Dixon as Antonio Moretti, Tim Lincoln as Optimus Crime, Carter Prophet as Mr. Somebody, and myself, Dominic Waymeyer, as Johnny Phelps. This podcast is directly supported by our patrons and wonderful listeners like Austin with a Y and YPM1. Thank you for subscribing. Our patrons get access to ad-free episodes and get to listen to our new episodes a day early. They also get access to our patrons-only Discord channel, bonus content from our Session Zero, and get to listen to our after-show Tactical Pause, as well as the opportunity to directly shape our adventures by submitting names for NPCs and unique magical items that we will use in future episodes. You can find all that and more at patreon.com/tacticalpause. Our Instagram is Tactical Crits, our Twitter is @Tactical Crits, our subreddit is r/Tactical Crits. We also have a Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Our link tree with all the links is in the description. Go check it. We want to hear what you have to say about the show. Our next episode will be coming out on March 7th. That's it for this week, everybody. We'll see you next time.